Alright everyone, welcome back to more Steins Gate. We are finally in the bonus, or should I say special unlock, chapter 11 of this story, and we're finally getting the true end at long last. And I gotta say, it's pretty cool and interesting because now we're finally meeting another version of Suzuha that we never met before, as well as actually going into a time machine instead of just time leaping back. So as you can clearly see, a lot of things is just like, you know, overwhelming me, but I am enjoying it thus far. So I'm looking forward to seeing how we finally see this story come to an end, if anything, down the line. So hope you all continue to enjoy. Thank you again for all love and support. And here we go. Alright everyone, welcome back. I literally can't refuse. I saw this time machine once before, on July 28th, that fateful day. Shortly before Kurisu was killed, I saw it standing in this very spot, as sure as it is standing before me now. There's only one thing that can mean. It has already been established that this time machine will appear on that day, in this place. Even before I sent the first D-mail, my participation was assured. Even the thought of turning Suzuha down now is meaningless. Nothing is coincidence. Everything is inevitable. The revelation makes me dizzy. It's like I don't have the tiniest atom of free will, like my every action from the moment of my birth was planned for me by some cosmic force.
私が望む世界線はオカリンおじさんが通ってきたっていうアルファ世界線だっけ。そこじゃない。目指すべきはアトラクタフィールドの狭間。
The space between?
どのアトラクタフィールドからも一切干渉を受けないたった一つの世界線、通称シュタインズゲート。
Oh, so it really does exist. But that's the tuning name I pulled out of my ass. It doesn't even mean anything.
シュタインズゲートはさ、まだ誰も見たことのない未知の世界線らしいんだ。
らしいって、それ誰かが観測したんじゃないん？
観測はされてないんだよね。だから未知なわけで。でもシュタインズゲートのダイバージェンスはお父さんとオカリンおじさんとですでに割り出されてるよ。相対値でここからマイナス 0.081609%。 そこがシュタインズゲート。
その世界線に到達するために必要な条件がクリスの救出。
そういうこと。第三次世界大戦を回避する鍵なんだよ。彼女が生きていればさ、戦争は起きない。少なくとも57億人も死なないんだ。
なぜだ？なぜクリスなんだ？確かにクリスは天才少女だが、あいつが57億人を救う英雄だっていうのか？
よくわかんない。
わからないって無責任すぎるだろ。
私は父さんの立てた計画通りに動いているだけ。その計画、元はオカリンおじさんが立案したらしいんだけど、だからおじさんの計画が間違ってたら私のやってることも意味がない。
どうしてまた聞きなんだ？直接俺に指示されたわけじゃないのか？
オカリンおじさんは10年ぐらい前、今からだとおよそ15年後、2025年に亡くなった。
I had a feeling. I was wondering, like, did he die also in this new timeline? The same result as on the Alpha World line.
だから真相はわからない。父さんはオカリンおじさんの意志を継いで、この計画を実行するためにたった一人でタイムマシンを作り上げた。
That's my super hacker. He must have hacked into CERN and stolen their research, then used it to construct his own time machine. On the Alpha World line, CERN killed Daru before he could complete the machine. But here, Daru was able to perfect his design. That's why he can go back to the future. At least, that seems to be the most likely explanation.
オカリンおじさん、その世界線シュタインズゲートは未知っていうぐらいだから、どんな未来が待っているのか誰も知らない。もしかしたら第三次世界大戦が終結した後でディストピアが構築されるかもしれない。もしかしたらマキセ・クリスはオカリンおじさんが助けた2日後とかに死んじゃうかもしれない。もしかしたらオカリンおじさんは2025年じゃなくて1週間後に死んじゃうかもしれない。でも同時にもしかしたら2036年になるまで第三次世界大戦も起きないし、ディストピアも構築されないかもしれない。マキセ・クリスも他の誰も死なないかもしれない。素晴らしい未来が待っているかもしれない。少なくとも私がいた2036年でもなく、アルファ世界線の私がいた2036年でもなくなるのは確か。
Is an unknown future really for the best? I would hate for the ending to roll to say, despite your best efforts, you made everything worse.
先は見えない完全な未知。
Kurisu can't be saved. I know that. Even if we change the past, convergence will ensure her death, just as it did for Mayuri. It's impossible. There's no way this plan can succeed. In the end, fate will win, as it always has.
それでも言ってくれるなら、それでも私と一緒に7月28日へ飛んでくれるなら、この手を握って。
I look down at Tsuzuha's hand. Her skin is rough, her palm calloused. This cool, collected, unsmiling Tsuzuha comes from a ruined world, from the ashes of a war that claimed over 5 billion lives. I can only imagine what she's been through. Kurisu. How I've dreamt of saving her. I would do anything, anything to change her fate. But how do I know this invitation won't lead me into another maze of despair?
マユシーは今の話ちんぷんかんぷんなのです。でもね、そのマキセさんっていう人はオカリンにとっては大事な人だったんでしょ。だったら頑張るべきだよ、オカリン。
57億人救えるかどうかってのはちっとも想像できないけどな。ごちゃごちゃ細かいことはいいから、その女の子を助けることだけ考えればいいんじゃね。そうすればモテキ到来確定だし。
This man has his priorities straight. Let's do it. Mayuri and Daru offer me encouragement, but it's not enough to overcome my doubt. The Makise Kurisu we knew, lab member 004, is already gone. Even if I save her on this world line, she won't remember any of the time she shared with us. So there's no point. I won't bend time to my convenience. Not again. I'm not God. I don't have that right. If I try, I'll just end up making things worse. Reason pleads with me to stop. And yet, I look at Tsuzuha's outstretched hand, and then, with resignation, I grasp it firmly.
やるよ。
Try though I may to fight it, this choice was made for me on July 28th, the moment I laid eyes upon this time machine.
結局俺がお前の手を握るように運命は収束するんだろう。
I'm not at all confident that I can save Kurisu. How many times have I tried to resist fate only to fail? I don't want to see her die. But if there is a chance, however small, that she can be saved, I have to try. Even if I can't take back what we had, I want more than anything to save her.
一緒に行くよ。
ありがとう、オカリンおじさん。じゃあ乗って。
ちなみにそのタイムマシン二人乗り OK なのか。
もちろん。 私の父さんが作った最高傑作なんだからさ、当然だって。
ダルは娘に愛されてるな。
言葉の意味はよくわからんが、とにかく父さんではなくお兄ちゃんと呼べ。
オカリン、絶対帰ってきてね。言ったまま戻ってこなかったら嫌だよ。
別に違う世界に行くわけじゃない。過去にちょっと戻ってくるだけだ。
I pat Mayuri's arm reassuringly. Then I follow Suzuha to the time machine's hatch and slip inside. Oh, they're not coming with us. The interior is cylindrical and surprisingly tight. When I sit down on the ledge that rims the cylinder, it puts me face to face with Suzuha, kind of like one of those giant teacup rides. There are fewer controls than I expected. The inside definitely looks more refined than what I saw of Suzuha's time machine in the Alpha World line. But one thing remains the same. The time display panel, a black screen with red lettering. I guess that's just Daru's taste.
携帯出して。
When I hand it over, Suzuha casually tosses it out the hatch.
おい、
持っていかない方がいい。混戦するから。
Interference? Oh, I see. We're going on July 28th, so there'll be two of me, and if I bring it, two of my phone. I guess that could be a problem if I got a call or something. So time travelers really do need to be careful about what they bring to the past. You know, what if this Suzuha was villainous?
ハッチ閉めて。
And this is all a lie. I hear Mayuri and Daru cheering outside. Mayuri caught my phone, thankfully. I give them a final nod, then close the hatch. Silence engulfs us. Suzuha is operating the display panel. She sets her destination, July 28, 2010, 11:50 a.m.
時間はこれぐらいでいいかな。
ギリギリすぎないか。
I remember that Dr. Nakabachi's presentation began at 12.
このタイムマシンって場所移動ができないの。
というと、
例えばここ、つまりラジカンの屋上からタイムトラベルを開始した場合、どの時間へ飛んでもラジカン屋上の座標にしか到着しないんだ。
Ah, okay. That's what I figured when she said that it doesn't move.
まあ本当はもっといろいろ複雑な計算してんだけど、今は説明しない。
No, it's pretty much like fast forwarding. You don't move, but everything else around you does.
とにかくそういうことなんで、発表会の前日に飛ぶこともできるけどさ、そのせいで騒ぎになって発表会中止とかになっちゃまずいでしょ。だからむしろ時間ギリギリの方がいい。
なるほど。
おじさんってタイムトラベルは初体験だっけ？
あのな、おじさんと呼ぶのはやめてくれ。タイムリープは腐るほどやったが、タイムトラベルは初めてだ。ジョン・タイター曰く、かなりの G が発生して引っ張られるような感覚があるらしい。
ああ、それ書いたの私。
That makes sense.
ジョン・タイターのことか。
そう、2000年に飛んだ時に。
そうか。
The past has changed back, I suppose, from my point of view. When I was in the Alpha World line, I saw titles post on that channel in real time. On this world line, those posts were made to an English BBS in the year 2000.
あんまびっくりしないんだね。
Nothing can surprise me now. My brain's too busy trying to process all this new information. It feels like it's gonna blow.
改めてこのミッションについて説明するね。向こうに着いたらのんびり話してる時間はないはずだからさ。目的はマキセ・クリスの死の回避。
I'm also curious to know who tried to kill her in the first place. Ever since I returned to this world line, I've avoided all news of Kurisu's murder. I was afraid of setting that result in stone. So I still don't know who killed Kurisu. I don't know how or why she died. I don't know anything at all. If I had known it would come to this, would I have looked things up? I asked myself that question. The answer is no.
アトラクターフィールドによる収束は？
言ったでしょ。その日は分岐点なの。マキセ・クリスの死の可能性は大雑把に計算して 50% なんだよ。
収束は起きないんだな。
起きるかもしれない。多分起きる。でもきっと抜け道があるはず。その抜け道こそがシュタインズゲートの入り口なの。
So in the end, it's a gamble.
それと一つ忠告を。ドクター中鉢には気をつけて。
Oh, that's who we need to watch out for.
どういう意味だ？
私のいた2036年では第三次世界大戦が起きたって言ったよね。その原因をたどっていくと中鉢論文に行き着く。ドクター中鉢が書いたっていうタイムマシンに関する文書なんだけど。
しかし奴のタイムトラベル理論はジョン・タイターのパクリ。
Wait a minute, John Tyler's sitting right in front of me.
つまりタイターがネットに書き込んだことは正しいということか。
一部に嘘は混ぜておいたから私が書き込んだ時はあんまり相手にされなかったんだけど、まさか10年経って再評価されるとはね。私の書いた理論をもとに独自の考えを加えたみたい。その完成度はとても高いらしいんだ。とにかくドクター中鉢はマキセ・クリスの殺された会場にいたんだよね。だから彼には注意しといて。彼もまた世界線を大きく変えるキーマンのはず。
Dr. Nakabachi, important? I thought he was just some con artist.
じゃあ行くよ。シートベルトを締めて。
I look underneath my butt to find what looks like a car seatbelt. I wrap it around my waist and fix my body to the seat.
結構揺れるのか？
揺れはほとんどないよ。
You mean it does something else? Wait, is this safe? Susaha leans forward and pushes a bright yellow button on the bottom of the panel. There are no windows, so I can't tell if the time machine is moving.
たった3週間だからものの 2,3 分で行けるはず。
Susaha fastens her own seatbelt and sighs.
最初に1975年へ飛んだ時なんかさ、6時間ぐらいかかって暇でしょうがなかったよ。
I guess time travelers have their own problems.
2,3 分だからあえて酸素マスクはしてないけど、タイムトラベルの間この中は無酸素状態になる。
我慢しろと。
ここに。
Susaha points to the center of the cylinder, the space between me and her.
エアポケットができるの。そこに頭を突っ込んでおけばさ、10分くらいは呼吸できるわけ。
なあ、もし仮にクリスを救うのを失敗したらどうなる？
実はそんなに燃料はなかったりするんだよね。もともと入れておいた燃料はギリギリだから。2036年に帰る分の燃料もなかったり。つまり世界線を変えられなかったら私はこの時代に残るしかないんだ。でも心配しなくてもいいよ。8月20日から7月28日への往復はさ、まだ2回ぐらいなら可能だから。
So what she's really saying is that we only have 2 chances.
燃料がないならどうやって2036年に帰るつもりだ？
帰る予定はないんだよね。シュタインズゲートへ行けたらこの時代にタイムトラベルしてくる理由はなくなるでしょ。因果が再構成されるんだ。ここにいる私は消滅してきっと2036年で平和に暮らしてるはずだよ。というわけでオカリンおじさんの頑張り次第。
Her tone is light, but her expression is serious. This is the first time in weeks that we've spoken, but I just now realized something about her. Susaha is pretty reckless, isn't she? Suddenly, there's a zapping sound and countless faint silver lights start floating around the cylinder. They look like moth dust or powdered snow. The lights slowly change colors. Violet, blue, green, yellow, orange, and red. Back to silver, violet, blue. The colors of the rainbow. I feel pressure in my entire body, similar to the sensation you feel as you ascend in an elevator. In an elevator, you feel as if you're being pulled downward, but instead, the time machine feels like it's pulling at my back. The feeling of pressure quickly increases. It starts to feel like I'm falling horizontally. I've never experienced anything like this. It's so uncomfortable. I want to scream. The strangest thing is that the time machine itself isn't shaking. In fact, it doesn't seem to be moving at all. There's no noise, no vibration. It's eerie. The pulling sensation grows even stronger. I can hear my bones creaking. I imagine my body flattened like a pancake. It's not pleasant. It's not a pleasant thought. It's getting worse. I look at Tsuzaha. She has her eyes shut and her jaw clenched tight. I can no longer move. It feels like my back is glued to the wall. My vision begins to warp. And within my warping vision, the powder of light still shifts to the colors of the rainbow. It's strangely beautiful, like something out of a painting. And I still keep falling. Where is it taking me? Through a tunnel in space-time? All I know is that I'm falling. Suddenly, everything goes dark. I try to scream, but even my voice falls away. It doesn't even reach my own ears. It's gravity. There's an intense gravitational distortion behind me, and I'm still falling toward it. My vision slowly recovers. The smell of ozone fills my nostrils. Suzuha takes a deep breath and unfastens her seatbelt.
着いたよ。
I gulp for air. Did I really just travel through time? If so, then this is July 28th, the day Kurisu and I first met, the day I sent the first D-mail, the day it all began. Suzuha takes out a digital watch. It's a fairly old-fashioned design.
1975年で買ってきたんだ。でもまだ3年も使ってないよ。
This is where an uninformed person would say, in Japanese please. Suzuha sets the watch to the correct time, then hands it to me. The display reads 11:51. Nakabachi's presentation starts at 12.
出るよ。オカリンおじさんはマキセ・クリスをマークして、殺されるのを阻止して。
お前は
サポートに回る。それと携帯を取り上げた理由と関係するけど、ここには7月28日現在のオカリンおじさんもいる。今世界に岡部倫太郎は2人いることになるの。いい？自分自身との接触は絶対避けて。深刻なタイムパラドックスが発生する可能性があるから。
タイターが言っていたことと違うが。
あれは単なるフェイク情報。
I was just gonna say that one was a lie, huh? Come to think of it, Alpha Suzuha said the stuff she posted about the mini world's interpretation was fake too.
了解だ。
じゃあ状況開始。終わったらこのタイムマシン前に集合ね。
Suzuha finishes her rushed explanation and motions me toward the hatch. I open the hatch and grab the rim. I squeeze my way out. Suzuha crawls out after me and closes the hatch.
おじさんは隠れて。私がおとりになる。
Suzuha runs up to the emergency door, and then to my astonishment, she draws her gun and fires at the doorknob. Is that the sound I heard in the very first episode of this visual novel? The door opens easily. Now I must have broken the lock. In a minute now, a crowd of people will run up these stairs to see what happened. My past self will be among them. Excuse me. I need to hide before they get here. That was a close one. I nearly bumped into myself on the 8th floor landing. Right after I ran downstairs to the 7th floor, I heard footsteps running the other way behind me. Those footsteps were mine, no doubt. It was a near miss. To be safe, I descend the 4th floor before stopping to take a breath. I take a look around, but there's nobody paying attention to me. I wonder what Tsuzaha is doing. I'm worried, but I need to focus on my own mission. I must prevent Kurisu's death. In about 30 minutes from now, just after Nakabachi's presentation ends, someone will murder her. I know where it happened, on the 8th floor hallway toward the back of the building where people rarely go. What I don't know is who stabbed her. Instead of running around enjoying attention to myself, I should just wait at the scene. Let's cool off here for about 5 minutes and then head over there. If I remember correctly, Kurisu tried to talk to me in the assembly hall, but I blew her off and came down here. After that, I tried calling Mairi, but her phone was off and I couldn't get through, so I went back up to the assembly hall to find her. What time was that? I searched my memories, trying to plot the actions I took on July 28th. It sounded simple when Tsuzaha said it, but staying away from my past self is going to take more work than I thought. Frustration mounts. I shoved Tsuzaha's watch into my pocket to squash it. Just then.
すいません。
That voice. I turn around.
クリス。
私、あなたと面識ありました？
いや。
さっき、このビルの屋上から降りてきましたよね。
She looks at me with those beautiful eyes shining with intelligence and strength of will. I thought I would never see her again. But now before my very eyes is the girl I love. Tears well up in my eyes. I want to embrace her tight this instant. It takes everything I have to resist the urge. Don't forget, this is our first meeting. This Kurisu doesn't know me.
屋上で妙な音がしたし、ビルが揺れたように感じたけど、それと何か関係が？一体何があったんですか？ドクター中鉢の仕込みとか言わないですよね。
Why did I have to run to Kurisu of all people? I can't answer. I'm afraid that if I speak, I'll be unable to contain my emotions. The memory of her last smile is burned into my mind, imploring me to act.
聞いてますか？すごい汗ですけど。
Kurisu looks at me with suspicion. What would happen if I were to grab Kurisu and run? Would the versions change? Would her murder be averted? I recall all the times Mayuri died. I recall all the times I time leaped to save her. Everything I tried ended in vain. I was unable to save her even once. No matter what I did, the world itself killed her. Won't it be the same with Kurisu? Should I even try? I reached toward Kurisu, my hand is shaking.
何ですか？
She steps back in surprise and fear, clutching a manila envelope to her chest. This is our first meeting, I know that. But to me, she's still the girl I love. If I'd been thinking straight a second ago, I would have realized that my plan to grab her and flee wasn't going to work. Kurisu would never follow some strange man she only just met. Running isn't an option. All I can do is wait at the scene of the crime. Fighting against the urge to stay, I force myself to turn and leave.
質問に答えてください。
But Kurisu pursues me. Why is she so desperate to know who I am? I do look suspicious, I'll admit that. But if she thinks I'm dangerous, why would she come alone? I turn around reluctantly and meet Kurisu's stare.
答えて。
俺はお前を
Can I really save you? The words catch in my throat. Can I save her? I don't know. All I know is that convergence is merciless and cruel, and that I am powerless to stop it.
何です？
I shake my head, then bolt for the stairs before Kurisu can act.
待ちなさい！
When I make it back to the 8th floor, the presentation has already started. I peek in through the door of the assembly hall.
俺が誰なのかはどうでもいい。それより今あなたが語ったタイムマシンの理論は一体何だ？
Someone in the audience is shouting at Dr. Nakabachi, and that someone is me. Now I remember. I confronted Dr. Nakabachi in the middle of his presentation. I called him a fraud for ripping off John Tyler's post. From this angle, I look like a real asshole.
誰かその男をつまみ出せ。
Staff members approach. Damn, this is embarrassing. But there's nothing I can do here. I need to leave before Kurisu appears. turn around and head deeper into the dim passage. An image flashes through my mind. She was lying there at the end of this passage in a puddle of her own blood. Alright guys, I'm going to end it here for today. Thank you all for watching. We are finally here at the very first point when the whole story actually began. And we're going to see whether or not we can actually save Kurisu this time. So if anything else, I'll see you all in the next one. Thank you all for watching.